Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends in another installment of Hot Noods on Trippy Food. So today we're going to be trying 3 different noodles, and we're doing this because they're all from the same manufacturer and the same theme. So if you recognize the label, this is another collaboration that somebody's done with Hot Ones. In this case, the company is A-Sha. Take on me, take on me. No, it's A-Sha, and they have 3. They might have more, but I think I've only seen 3. I saw these at Cost Plus World Market. Now, these vary in heat, according to them. This first one we're going to go mild to hot. So the first one has a mild heat, and this is sweet chili ramen noodle soup. Ramen noodles with a mildly spicy sweet chili inspired broth. Inspired? It wants to be chili, but it isn't quite there. The second one is this one, which is garlic chili. Ramen noodles with a medium spicy chili garlic broth, carrots, and scallions. It says medium heat. And the last one is smoky chili. And this one is ramen noodles with a hot and spicy chili broth, carrots, and scallions. It sounds like this, just hotter. Now, they don't specify which hot sauce they use, so I can't tell. They don't give number of Scoville units on here, so I really don't know. But again, it is from First We Feast, Hot Ones. None of these have any meat flavoring in them, so I'm not going to use like chicken broth or beef broth or anything like that. Even though there's a picture of a screaming chicken. Why? Answer me this. Why do the really, really hot noodles have a picture of a screaming chicken with fire coming out of his mouth? Even they do this, right? I mean, like the Korean noodles, you see that a lot. The Paldo Volcano noodles and the Samyang 3X, 2X. See the chicken with the flame coming out of his mouth. They do this too, but you know, this is not a product of Korea. So each one of these also says, turn up the heat with bonus heat pack. And you do that when you're actually making it. So my thing is, I'm guessing that they're saying that this has a mild heat, this has a medium heat, and this has a hot heat prepared as it is without that packet. So what we might do is, because I had the feeling, if you put that packet in, you're probably going to get the same level of heat on each one. So we're going to prepare it without the packet, and then see if we can add that packet in afterwards. It is a soup, so it should mix in pretty well. And I'm going to make all these at the same time. It's a standard process where you put the hot water in, you put the lid back on, 3 minutes, and then we're ready. So again, I'm going to make them all at the same time to avoid, time constraints. So let me get my water heated up and get this opened up. All right, so here's the heat packet. And soup base and seasoning. So I think it says to put everything in at the same time. Yes, put everything in at the same time. So we're going to start with our sweet chili soup base. Well, that does look like sweet chili. Looks like a sweet and sour sauce. All right, and here is our sweet chili seasoning. And we're gonna put this aside and add that afterwards. I have a feeling it's the same heat for all these. It's the same heat packet. I'm guessing cayenne. It feels in my throat like that has cayenne in it. Okay, so here's garlic chili paste, or garlic chili soup base. It's tomatoey. And here's some little vegetables. Let's get that in there. And then let's get the last one. Our heat packet. Our smoky chili soup base. I don't think this is going to be really hot, but I hope I'm pleasantly surprised. That smells really nice. Okay, so got those 3, and again, we're going to put our heat packets in afterwards, just so that we can see what the heat is like without them. Let's see, do they have a line in there? They do have a line in there. Okay. So we're going to fill to the line. Fill to the line. Fill to the line. And now we're going to wait 3 minutes. Smoke them if you got them. Okay, so we're at 3 minutes. So again, we're just going to try them like they are. It doesn't smell as hot. Like usually if you're going to do like the 2X or the Paldo volcano noodles, you know, you can smell that. You can smell the heat coming off of it. This one doesn't really have it. Let's try the next one. They almost look like egg noodles. Now, during the break, I was looking at the side of the container, and it does say that it's from the A-Sha Dry Noodle Company in Vietnam. So these are a product of Vietnam. I would think they'd be like pho noodles. They don't look like it. Yeah, I'm not getting that heat smell off this. This one's supposed to be the hottest one. I'm not really getting that. Okay, so we are going to, let me clean that off so we don't get the heat on that. And we're going to try the sweet chili first. It looks like there's oil kind of floating in there. And again, no meat flavored, you know, anything in there, not even artificial meat flavor, so I didn't use any broth, just water. I'm getting the sweetness, and it does have a mild heat. I think it needs some flavor. Now, the one thing I will say about this is a lot of these instant ramens, instant 3-minute ramens, whatever. A lot of these instant ramens have a high amount of sodium, and these might, but they don't really taste like it. No, actually, they don't. But they're not like really salty. This one, I just kind of wish that sauce was a little bit thicker. They tell you how much water to put in there, and they say it is a soup. I just kind of wish that soup was thicker in there. All right, let's move on to the garlic chili. This one is redder, so I'm assuming it's hotter. I'm not really getting a garlic smell from there. Hopefully I do get a garlic taste though. We'll see. That one has more oil. You can kind of feel it in your mouth. It does have more heat. Not crazy heat. Oh, okay. It does sneak up on you. That heat does sneak up on you, which makes me think this is going to be really hot. The noodles are just kind of okay. They're not the best noodles. The broth is nice. The broth has a lot of flavor. It's pretty good, especially for not being any kind of meat. But the noodles, they're just okay. All right, so let's try the last one, which is the smoky chili. I'm not getting a smoke smell, so hopefully I will get a smoke taste. And this one also has garlic in it. The noodles taste slightly different in that. Now let's see about the heat. This one, because it has the same stuff in it, should taste just like this one, just hotter. But it's not that much hotter. None of them are crazy hot. So for something being a collaboration with First Three Feats, the hot ones, not particularly hot. I would think this one would be like, it's not even the league of the Samyang Buldak noodles. All right, so let's try this. So I'm gonna start with the mild, and we're gonna put the hot sauce packet in there. You know what would suck? If this has tabam in it. That would suck. It's just like a dab in there. All right, I think these are probably the exact same hot sauce in here. But we'll see how scary this is. I think we have an episode, I'll have to find it and put it at the end. I think we have an episode where we did tabam, and it's like I said, it's all heat and no flavor. It's to me, it's not worth it. I think when you get a hot sauce, it doesn't matter how hot it is, but you want a balance of flavor and heat. So for me, I would say the top end of that for me is like ghost pepper. So ghost pepper heat with ghost pepper flavor, off the charts, right? I mean, it's perfect for me. Habanero is even better because habanero is milder heat and stronger pepper flavor. But once you start getting into the Reaper and up above that, then it's just heat for heat's sake. I mean, Reaper does have flavor, but it's just heat for heat's sake after that. All right, so we put the same packet in all three of these. Now we're gonna go ahead and try this. This looks like it has little pieces of, I don't know, some kind of barley or something. I don't know what that is. Let's try this. Maybe an animal pooped in there. Not a whole lot hotter. Maybe it has to cook in there. I mean, but why would you do that, right? Why would you put that in before you know how hot it's gonna be? Why would you put it in to kick it up before you know how hot it's gonna be? It doesn't make any sense. All right, let's try this one now. I think the noodles get better. Once they start soaking up the broth, the texture of the noodles, I think they get better. They probably want you to stop at 3 minutes because they don't want you to overcook the noodles. At the same time, I think once they sit in the broth for a while, they get better. Okay, so that one kicked up the heat a little bit more. It's hard to say whether it's because of the packet or that one was hotter anyways. Let's go with the last one. It's hotter. It's approaching like the regular Samyang buldak, but it's still not that hot. It had that oil's nice. That oil, it does have that garlicky flavor. The flavor of the broth is actually pretty good in all three of these. If you want that that really powerful flavor from the peppers and everything, you don't get that from any of these. The noodles are okay, but it's better if you let them sit a little longer. It's not bad. It's not amazing. I would say, like, if you can't handle a lot of really hot stuff, you could probably do all three of these, and probably a good starting point for you. I'm gonna give it a thumbs in the middle, trending upward. Again, the noodles are nothing special flavor-wise. They do get better longer you leave them in the broth. The broth is nice, even though it's not meat-flavored broth, and the sauce is pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna say thumbs in the middle, trending upward. Where do you get these? Cost Plus World Market. That's where I got them. They may be a little bit elusive, and they've been out for a little bit, so make sure that you get out there and get them now before they go away. But when you do get out there, remember that it's crazy out there, so please be careful. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.